Hello, hello, hello. Back at it again, Next Level Podcast. I'm your host for this evening. My name is Lily. And joining me soon will be Miss Chrissy. We're going to talk music and all things good, everything that she has going on in her world.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, just chilling at the house. Chilling on
Yes.
the couch.
So,
Thank you.
no problem. So, everyone joining us, welcome to Next Level Podcast. I will be your host this evening. My name is Lily, and I'm here with the beautiful Chrissy. So, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Lily.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun before we get into all of the questions. We like to play a game, so we can lighten up the mood. So this one is entitled "Dream It," and this is in honor of the first woman. Well, excuse me, the first Black woman vice president. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you a few scenarios / questions to see what your aspirations are. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So the first one, although you are a singer, if you could be anything else in the world, what would it be?
Dermatologist.
Okay. That's a new one. Why would you say a dermatologist?
I don't know. I just like the whole pimple popping.
Oh, you one of those people.
Yeah, I think I would enjoy popping pimples for my whole life.
Cool. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So if you could go back and ask your 5-year-old self what would she want to be when she grew up, what would she say?
I feel like she would say a singer and actress.
Okay. So you would. Oh. And then the last one I have for you. What do you hope to accomplish before the end of 2020?
Oh man, we already approaching the end.
Girl.
I don't know. I guess getting the second album all the way locked in, getting all the music videos ready so we can release it in 2021.
I like it. Yeah. Okay, hop right into the music. Right into the questions, which is about your music. So we know that your sound is R&B and soul, and you've been compared to artists like her, super dope. But it's no secret that your father is Chris Stokes, who has a history in the R&B game. So did his musical track record influence your R&B sound, or was this just totally like this was always your lane, R&B?
I feel like my dad is a really big influence because I grew up around it, so I was able to like see it. My phone glitched. Can you hear me? Okay, so see, that's the IG live. See, we need this coronavirus go somewhere else so that we can just, you know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway. So I feel like my dad is my biggest influence, and the singers that I used to like practice and try to be like in my room growing up, it was all R&B singers like Whitney Houston, Brandy, Kim Burrell, which are all they're all really soulful singers. So that's what I practiced to be, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay, so it just came natural to you.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us about your new album that was released last month called Taken. Did you create this album during quarantine, or was this something that you had already been working on?
So it's all quarantine because I didn't think this album would exist without quarantine. My dad and I just got together, and he was like, "Chrissy, you want to put an album in the can during the quarantine?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's get it."
Right.
So we just did it. I just started writing. I was in my feelings because the quarantine. I was thinking about my past and my present. I was being a crybaby some days. So I guess it was just like, you know what? Let me just write some music.
So would you say that this album is like definitely an intimate side of you, or like what song on this album do you think speaks the most about who you are as a person?
I would say, I would say Relax. Because majority of my day consists of being a wife and a mom. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that one is the one that I relate to the most today. But all of
Okay.
the songs I relate to, like Signs is more of like a sad heartbreak kind of song. And it's talking about things that I went through in my past, which I feel like a lot of women can relate to. Because
Right.
I feel like everybody at least had like one heartbreak in their life.
Oh.
So I like Signs because it's kind of touching on that too. So I'm touching both on the lovey-dovey side and like heartache side also.
I got you. Okay. And also on the album, you have a feature with J-Boog from B2K, and you also have a track with Marcus Houston. So, although you know you have family ties with these men, wasn't it automatic that they would be on your album, or were they like, nah, you gonna have to work for this?
It was automatic. I just for both of them, I just called. I'm like, Mark, this song needs featured. Can you just come to the studio? Okay, I'll be there a couple hours. And same thing with Jarrell. They're there for me. I've known them since I was literally born. Mark was there at the hospital when I was born. So I've known them my whole life. So we're family. So they ride or die with me.
It's just so lit. And I was wondering, like, it probably had to be funny because growing up, obviously they're like family for you. But we know girls of our generation, like, we're obsessed with B2K. So was it like funny sometimes going over your friends' houses and they may have like their rooms decked out in B2K?
The thing about it is I was like really, really young.
Okay.
So like the type of my friends weren't really worried about B2K. And also I was traveling with them. So the time that I probably would have like made some friends that were obsessed with them, I was like on the tour bus rolling around back in that time. So I don't even know, even if I didn't really have grow up with like a lot of like normal friends. I had like industry friends.
Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, so we know that it isn't easy as a woman to follow your dreams and to also start a family, have kids, get married, whatever. But we know it is very much attainable, and you're successfully doing it. So what is some advice that you would offer up to other young ladies who, you know, want to have their career, but they also want to have a family too?
Man, to be quite honest, I don't even know how I'm doing it. Like, I don't even know if I'm even in a position to give advice because it's hard. Like, it may look easy on the gram, but I'll be like, you know, having a hard time. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. So, but I have a supportive mate. I have a supportive husband, so that makes it 100 times easier because I don't have a difficult mate. I have a mate that just goes with the flow. Like, okay, baby, I got you. Yeah, babe, I got you. I support you. So I feel like my husband has like a big part in helping me balance everything.
So that's a little bit of advice. As long as you have other, you can make it work. So cool. I feel it. It's also known that your father has successfully put out films over time, and we know you've got your acting on as well. So congrats to you. Can your fans expect to see you on the big screen come 2020, or maybe even hear your music on a film soundtrack? Like, what we doing?
So, if you listen to all the footage film movies, I at least have one song on each. Okay, so basically before the quarantine we had recorded a show and it was called Howard High and it's available on Urban Flix now. We were only able to do 3 because the quarantine. So now we're going to get back to finishing some episodes. So shout out to Urban Flix TV. So that's out now. And I feel like next year just consists of, I feel like this music thing is probably going to be taking over until we get back on set for Howard High.
I got you. Okay. Cool. I was watching where it was kind of like behind the scenes, you know, talking about filming or whatnot. And you say you probably feel like your father went the hardest on you.
Yes.
Was there ever a time on set where, you know, like it just got to the point where it was like, Dad, you gotta chill, like you gotta relax?
Oh no,
like,
okay. One time I had like, okay, so when we were doing Howard High, he was screaming at just me, like, Chrissy, if you're not gonna hit the moves, don't get in the back. And he like called called me out in front of everybody, and I was about to start crying, but I was like, you know what, suck it up, because he's my dad. So then he does. I mean, he don't usually mix the dad with the business, but he'll cut me up a little harder because we're comfortable with each other.
Right.
So he'll just be like, daughter, stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just pull me to the side and cut me up to the side? Why you gotta cut me up in front of the whole cast?
I feel you.
I'd be like,
yeah. I feel.
Like, dang. But you know, I love working with them because I know when he does go hard on me, he just wants the best. He wants me to. He knows my potential, so he's just trying to get the best out of me.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel. And I know family is big for you, and it definitely means a lot when you have a tribe of people supporting you and lifting you up, especially when you have like a solid sisterhood. I wouldn't be where I am today without my squad sisters. So, how important are your relationship with your girls, and how has those relationships kept you going when things got tough in the industry?
So I have 2 girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no sisters. I'm the only girl out of 3 boys. So
Okay.
I'm the only girl. But my friend Tanisha and my friend Maya. Maya is my best friend of all time. And I feel like we just look out for each other. Like, women have different emotions than men. So when you're feeling more emotional, having those girlfriends are what can help you keep going.
For sure.
Because they understand on a different level. Like, if I'm crying to my husband about something, he may not understand and be able to dig as deep as if I'm crying to like Maya, or
right,
Tanisha, or like certain people that I consider my friends.
Right. It's a different emotional support.
Yep.
I totally feel that. And also in the industry, sometimes we deal with obviously haters. We deal with people who will give their unsolicited opinions and things of that nature. And they attack you and your family. So like, how do you deal with that? Because I know you're super close with your father. Like, I'm a daddy's girl too. So I'm ready. Like, who said what, when, where? So, how have you been able to just deal with anything that may come for you or your family or like your tribe?
I just block them.
Yeah.
And swipe and delete.
Yeah.
I don't even have the urge to respond. Like,
right.
It's not worth my time, because what's really interesting about humans is we'll have a whole bunch of comments, 50 comments, and it'll be, oh, you look so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I love your music. But then you have that one hater troll.
Yep.
And for some reason, that one comment stands out to you out of 50 comments. Yeah. And then you're pissed off about that one comment and swipe and delete onto the next. Right. And block. Try to comment again. Oh, too bad you can't because you're blocked. So that's kind of like my mindset on it. I just block them and keep it pushing and don't think about it.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I love your energy. You're great vibes, great energy. So I know you're going to continue to do well. So before I let you go, let everyone know what's next for you, how they can keep up with you, stream your music, all that.
Follow me on Instagram. It is I am Chrissy97. And that is for all social media platforms. And make sure you download my album Taken. It is available on all digital platforms as well.
Yay!
Yeah.
So joining us. Love your spirit. Keep up the great work. You're so talented. So I know we see big things for you. Totally supporting you over here at Skyy Next Level Podcast and in the Skyy Lounge. So thank you again for joining us.
Yes, and thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you for having me. Thank you so much.
There's no problem. I hope to one day physically meet you in person.
I know, because then we can go kick it, go get some lunch.
Yes.
Okay.
Stay safe and take care.
You too. Thank you. Bye.